Chronicling America is a research tool created through a partnership between the National Endowment for the Humanities and the Library of Congress. It allows you to search nearly 4,000 newspapers from across the United States between 1777 and 1963. This video will show you how you can make the most of this resource in your NHD project. Let's assume you're doing a project on immigration quotas in the US in the early 1920s, which placed restrictions on the number of immigrants arriving from different countries. Say you're particularly interested in the public's reaction to these laws between 1921 and 1924. First, go to chroniclingamerica.loc.gov. Then click on the search bar at the top. Consider trying different keywords to get different results. For now, let's type in immigration quota and click search. This gives us over 3,700 results. That's far too many to sort through. And since we're primarily interested in articles from around the time the first act passed in May 1921 until a few years later, we don't want material from before 1921 or from too long after 1924. Let's go back to the search bar and refine the time frame. You can limit the search by selecting 1921 as the earliest year and 1925 as the latest. This will show you the immediate reactions to both acts, which were passed in 1921 and 1924. Searching with these dates yields over 1,400 results. That's better, but it's still a large number of articles. Let's add one more limit to our search. Since New York City received the most immigrants in this era, narrowing the geographic focus to New York might give a more manageable number of articles while still providing multiple perspectives. On the search bar, select New York from the location drop-down menu. Now there are 157 results. That's still a lot, but much more manageable. Some of these articles show many highlights in their preview images. Since Chronicling America highlights search terms each time they appear in a result, you can get a sense of which articles you want to read first. There are even some headlines highlighted, indicating that the article focuses on these quotas. The first result is from October 25th, 1922, 1 year after the first act was passed. After clicking its preview image to open it, you see that the headline is Bill to Set Lower Immigration Quota, and 3 subpoints state the key takeaways. 1 year after the first law passed, leaders were advocating for further restrictions. Scrolling down, the article summarizes the proposed act's new provisions. The next few paragraphs address labor leaders' reactions. Now, we're in luck here because the American Federation of Labor's president, Samuel Gompers, states the organization's position. This is a great primary source to examine multiple perspectives. It's concise, clear, and provides a quote from a major labor leader. Now we're going to look at another way to use Chronicling America. Let's say you want to see how coverage changed over time. Going back to the main results page, you see where it says sort by. Relevance, the default sorting criteria, is selected. Usually this is helpful because the articles listed first are those with the most in-depth coverage. But when you want to see change over time, try sorting by date. By clicking the drop-down menu, you can change relevance to state, title, or date. Let's select date. Now, the first article is from 10 days after the 1921 Act passed. Opening it, the headline indicates that new fears had already arisen. Of course, these fears are different from the first article we read. This piece shows the Immigration Commissioner's perspective and tells us that concerns quickly emerged. By going back and viewing other articles in order, you could easily compare perspectives from different newspapers over time and incorporate this analysis into an NHD project. Finally, if you think an article could be useful, you will want to save it. Go to the upper right-hand corner and click the green button that says Share/Save. This opens a pop-up with 3 tabs. You can share the article via social media. Email a link to the article to yourself or your group, save it to your browser, or download the article as an image or PDF file. Happy researching!